oceans are believed to have formed 3,800 million years ago and have been speculated to be the impetus for the emergence of life. The relationship of water and livelihood, therefore, is as old as the relationship between the sea and the soil. Orissa has been vulnerable and often susceptible to the wrath of nature, with 480 kilometers of exposed coastline. While the coastal districts of Orissa is exposed to floods and cyclones, western Orissa is prone to acute droughts, and a large section of the state is prone to earthquakes. Orissa's geographic and cultural history has for the most part been affected by natural disasters. The most severe and damaging natural disasters to have struck Orissa, ravaging it in the process, were the super cyclone of 1999. It was also the deadliest tropical cyclone in the Indian Ocean since the 1991 Bangladesh cyclone and the deadliest Indian storm since 1971. The devastating impact on life and property damaged the infrastructure in 14 districts of the state and disrupted public life, traumatizing millions. At the turn of the new millennium, it was decided that systems and mechanisms for resisting and reducing disaster needed to be put in place. The time for reckoning came soon enough. October 2013 was going to serve as testimony to how resilient the coasts of Orissa were since 1999.
A day after the massive super cyclone Pailin made landfall on the Odisha coast, there is good news to report. Despite the intensity of the storm, in which winds gusted up to 240 kilometers per hour, there have been minimal casualties. Reports suggest that 7 people have died, but countless lives have been saved because of the successful evacuation of more than 9 lakh people in Odisha and Andhra Pradesh, which makes this the biggest evacuation drive in India's history. There is still very heavy rainfall in the region, and the threat of floods in low-lying areas cannot be discounted. There is extensive damage, however, to buildings, power lines and communications infrastructure in the region, but the minimal loss of lives is quite remarkable. In fact, only 1 person lost their lives since the cyclone actually made contact with the peninsula. The Met Department was spot on in its predictions, far more accurate than Western observers who felt that India was downplaying the potential danger of the cyclone. The state government was instrumental in carrying out evacuations. At the moment, no Air Force, Navy or Army aircraft has been requisitioned by the state governments of Odisha or Andhra Pradesh for that matter, a sign of the success in the evacuations.
The relief operation which was undertaken in this district was perhaps one of the biggest relief operations ever taken up in a district in India. And we have to move in, just to give you an idea of the scale of the operations, we have to move in almost 5 lakh quintals of rice immediately and quickly to people so that there is no food distress.
उन्नीस सौ 99 में जो बात्या हुआ ना, इसलिए भी रात हुआ और गच्छ पत्र पेड़ सब टूट गया, कच्चा घर भी भाग गया, और जीव जंतु कुछ ही नष्ट हो जाता है, आदमी कोई मरना नहीं है।
छतरपुर सड़क ये गुड़ खाई मेंटेनेंस करके सरकार रखुला खाया बंदोबस्त कर से बात्या पर एमती गोटे को संस्था आइला रिलीफ देला, सरकार भी किसी साहाय्य करला।
We are not always in control of the myriad colors of our natural habitat changing dramatically overnight. We can, however, be sure of how to prepare ourselves better for the inevitable challenges and threats the environment poses more frequently today than ever before. It's the account of those most affected that becomes the voices from the ground. Jagdananda, one of the founders of CYSD, has been instrumental to not just change but to challenges that come with it.
We need a social housing movement in Odisha so that all kacha houses, all houses which are not disaster resilient, disaster proof, and they are very kacha, they are very temporary, have to be converted to disaster resilient housing program. You have to think of a cropping pattern which is able to, we are able to harvest in the month of September, let us say. And at last, disaster response requires a very human approach. We need community-based disaster preparedness community-based disaster planning, and to do that, we need a state disaster management institute which can roll this capacity building program on a regular basis.
No change is possible without alliances. UNISDR's close involvement with the state of Orissa has been one such strategic and pragmatic alliance.
After every major disaster event, we know that the most difficult period starts when you have to rebuild, recover and reconstruct. This is also the most significant opportunity to change, to not build back risk. UNISDR is working at global level to promote and to engage countries in using the Hyogo Framework for Action as an instrument to actually guide development of disaster management systems. So in the case of Orissa, due to circumstances that have to do with people more than planning, we've had strong contacts with this state for many years. And through that, I think not only UNISDR but United Nations itself and many other international institutions have engaged with them and supported this development.
Orissa's success lies in its people and fluidity with which everyone partnered in learning lessons from the previous millennium and not repeating the same in the next.